Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we got our D-Reaper playmat along with Impmon and Guilmon helping us out. And we got this tamer set up because we are going to look at the first of two new tutorial decks, the 2024 decks. We got the Guilmon and we got the Renamon. Today we're going to look at the Guilmon just because of alphabetical order, because these don't really have any other ways to tell them apart. So I figure we'll look at this one. Before we do, we have seen some like demo decks before, tutorial decks, those types of things. We got the two half decks that we got for the new, at the time, the starter decks. We got the War Greymon Ace and the Metal Garurumon Ace demo decks. We also got the Imperial Digimon one. So we've gotten some before. These new ones are somewhere in between because they say tutorial deck, as does this one, but this is a full deck. These are half decks. So I would more consider this a demo deck than a tutorial deck, but that's personally me. Just because I'd like for there to be like a clear line. It's getting kind of weird and muddy the way that is. So let's open this up. We'll take a look at the cards first. Starting out, we got this little front, which I wish they had a QR code for the app somewhere on here, just so that like you can get some extra information on how to play the game. Because sure, you might go to an event, you might get one of these. Like I bought these off the internet because I didn't go to an event. There's not very many near me. But I would like to see a QR code so that if you do get this somewhere down the line, like you could scan it and learn how to play. Because I imagine like there are stores that I've been to where like after a couple months, they will just put these things out on the floor and just be like, take them. We don't want them in our back room. Especially the ones where they tried to hold this stuff and no one was biting in that area. So now it's just kind of wasting space in the back, and they're just like, we just want people to have it. It would be nice if there was a way for those to kind of take a look at it, find more information real easy, and the app would be amazing for that. So we're starting with rookies, but as we do, we're going to start with the eggs. So we got Digimon. We get 4 copies. I'm going to put these off to the side. We get 4 copies of Digimon from BT12. Inherited effect, your turn. Add 1000 DP deletion effects maximum to your... Okay, so I always liked the Guilmon. I believe it was from BT12, where it was like add X amount to all your deletion effects. So this is good to put in this deck. I mean, it is trying to go for Guilmon, so I imagine that's the Guilmon that's in here. Not too much else we can say about that. And we got 4 copies of this Guilmon from the 7th starter set, or starter deck. 3 play cost, 0 digivolution cost, 2000 DP. Your turn while your opponent has a level 6 or higher Digimon. This Digimon can digivolve into Guilmon in the hand for a digivolution cost of 4. Ignoring the digivolution requirements. Inherited effect, your turn once per turn. When any of your opponent's Digimon are deleted, draw 1. Again, fairly straightforward. I like that there's not too many weird abilities on this, because I like the reminder text there. That is going to be very useful for anyone trying to learn the game. Seems like a fairly straightforward guy. Definitely worthwhile. This almost sounds like, I mean, we've got hindsight now, but it almost sounds like a pseudo kind of ace mode. Like, I know it's not, but it seems like very similar. Like, maybe this was their idea of, like, where ace came from. Like, this is kind of that kind of feeling to me. Next up, we've got our other rookie, it looks like. We got 4 copies of the EX2 Guilmon. 3 play cost, 0 digivolution cost, 1000 DP. On play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Growlmon or Galamon in its name and 1 Takato among them to the hand. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck. Inherited effect, when attacking, once per turn. If this Digimon has Growlmon or Guilmon in its name, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less. Again, I like that because it's going to work with the Digimon. And I do like that immediately we're getting some differences here because this one's all your turn, this one's when attacking and on play, so it can kind of help teach new players the differences there. Moving on to the champions, we've got 3 copies of the starter set deck 7, Growlmon. He's a 4 play cost, 2 digital cost, 5000 DP, no active effect, inherited effect of your turn, once per turn. When any of your opponent's Digimon are deleted, gain 1 memory. Again, this is a nice kind of thing because now we've got a vanilla up here, so teaching them that not all of them have to have abilities. I like it. And again, the bottom, pretty good ability for this deck. Like, gaining memory in general is not bad for any deck. Then we got 3 copies of Growlmon from BT12. 5 play cost, 2 digivolution cost, 5000 DP. When digivolving, if you don't have a Takato, you may play 1 Takato from your hand without paying the cost. Inherited effect, your turn. This Digimon with Growlmon or Guilmon in its name gets plus 2000 DP. Pretty solid. Again, teaching some mechanics here that I do enjoy. And not so much mechanics, but giving them ideas of like different things the cards can do. Moving on to Ultimates, we got the only one, which is 4 copies of this War Growlmon from BT12. 8 play costs, 3 digivolution costs, 8000 DP. When digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4000 DP or less. If this effect didn't delete, this Digimon may digivolve into a level 6 Digimon with Guilmon in its name in the hand with the digivolution cost reduced by 1. Inherited effect, end of attack, once per turn. If this Digimon has Growlmon or Guilmon in its name, your opponent has no Digimon, gain 2 memory. That's going to be a pretty hard one to pull off. I'm not sure. Like, I guess it's something for you to strive as a new player. I just don't see it happening, really, ever. I do like this top ability. I've said it before. I do enjoy it, where it's like, do this. If you can't, do this. So it's not a complete loss. Very newbie-friendly, I feel, because they're not going to be able to not pull it off and feel like they wasted that ability. Then we got 3 copies of the Guilmon from the ST7. 11 play cost, 3 digivolution cost, 11,000 DP, security attack plus 1. When attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4,000 DP or less. If this effect didn't delete, this Digimon gets plus 3,000 DP for the turn. You know what? I was hoping for the other Guilmon, the one where it increases the DP deletion, but this one's also pretty good. That one might have been a little too much for a tutorial deck, and it's a good one for the players, the new person, to kind of search out and add to the deck. It's an easy thing to be like, oh, this would be an upgrade to it. So if they decided to bulk this deck out, get the other ones, then that would totally work for it. I do also want to point out that this one does seem to be legal, because it looks like this is the exact same card. There's just like some minor differences. Hold on, I actually have the Guilmon deck off to the side. There it is. Okay. Before we move on, just like, let's put those 2 on top. So we got the one that came with the deck, and we got the one that came with the starter deck. Obviously, none of these are foil. They're given out free. I'm not going to dox them for that. That'd be silly. But the only thing that I can see that, other than this one being foil and this one not, is that right down here, it says, not for sale. So these are clearly meant to be given out, which is great. But unlike the other starter decks, the demo ones, these ones, which have like a big stamp across them, I believe, that's like shows that they can't be used in tournaments. This one is just like, hey, it's not for resale, which means this one should be totally legal in an actual tournament setting, which I like, because then, again, this is a tutorial deck. People are learning. They can then turn around and use these cards, bulk out the deck, get that extra 25 cards, and make it actual usable. Then we got our Tamers. We got 2 copies of Takato from the EX2. He's got a play cost of 3. Your turn, when any of your opponent's Digimon are deleted by suspending this Tamer, gain 1 memory. Your turn, when any of your Digimon would Digivolve into a Digimon with Guilmon or Growlmon in their names, they gain when Digivolving Blitz. And then security, play this card without paying the cost. I like that. I mean, that's going to help a player learn to be a little more aggressive, because they're going to play this down, and then to like use it, it's get aggressive, start attacking. Like, you can pay over the memory counter and then attack, which that is another great way to teach them another keyword, blitz. On the final cards in the deck, we got 2 copies of Atomic Blaster from the 7th starter deck. 5 play cost, main delete up to 8,000 DP worth of your opponent's Digimon. Security, activate this card's main effect. This one's another great one because a newbie player will like use it and they'll be like, oh, I can delete a Digimon of 8,000 or less. And then as they understand how the game works a little better, they'll learn like, oh, I can delete 2 Digimon of 4,000 or less. Like, it just has to equal 8,000. So great. This is another good one to put in the deck. I like that. So normally this is where this would end with a demo deck, but they did give us a play field, so let's take a look at that. When we got a QR code right down there, I'm wondering if that is to the app. No, it's read the webcomic. That's kind of disappointing. I would want something about how to play the game. We got this nice Guilmon deck battle area. And looks like, yep, there is some stuff on the back. So here we go with everything cards needed for the game, preparation for the game, turn order, attack order, and we do have learn the rules with the teaching app. So there it is. There's how to do it. There's the official link. This is a pitfall. Some other people have talked about this, but it is not a good idea to place the rules on how to play the game on the back of the playmat. And the reason why is because a new player is going to play this down, and they're going to start using it. They're going to place all their cards down. And then if they got any questions on how to play the game, they have to carefully move all their cards off, remember what was in the stacks, not accidentally flip things over. And then they have to like turn this entire thing over and read the back. Again, to be like, what's the attack order? How does that work? Like, kudos for putting this in there, but bad idea for putting it on the back of a playmat. It's just not a good idea. It shouldn't be on the back of a playmat, especially when they came out already with something that would work in this kind of tiny form factor, because they've even done it before with the Guilmon deck. They would just need to put out these cards again. Like, that'd be perfect. They could even reduce it by 1 because we don't need these. They gave us the playmat, so they could just take the back sides of these, just do like that, and then it'd be like parts 1, parts 2, parts 3, parts 4, parts 5, and part 6. They would only need to really print out 3 cards, double-sided, throw it in there, which they've definitely done before. I would still like if they put out the tokens. That'd be fine. But, like, I feel like if they... Yeah, like if it was, like, here and here, something like that. Like, I'm sure... Oh, if we sandwich them like that, that would actually be the perfect spot for it. because over here there's like nothing. And then on this side, there's just a little picture. So that would be perfect spot to put it. That is what I would have liked to see, because it's like, you do this, you give them this, give them a little coin. They have everything they need to start playing. Like, this would have been a perfect addition to it. It would have made this a perfect tutorial deck. I would have definitely enjoyed it a lot more. As is, I mean, it's pretty cool, like, especially if someone's getting this for free. This seems like a very well thought out starter deck, a very easy way to let people get in, especially with one of the main characters, and very easy to kind of like upgrade the deck. So I definitely do enjoy it. Before we head out, as you know, we like to do a little pack opening in every video. I've got this one from Tournament Pack 10. So let's open it up. Looks like we can get Pulsemon, Huckmon, Doraemon, Impmon, Harrismon, and I can't remember that one's name. So Huckmon, what was that? Belluchimon, I believe? Meh. I mean, it would be on brand if we got the Impmon, but I'm not too concerned about getting any one over the other. And we got Huckmon going along with the red for this. 3 play cost, 0 defeat cost, 2000 DP. Security, at the end of battle, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4000 DP or less. If no Digimon was deleted by this effect, draw 1 card, then add this card to its owner's hand. No inherited effect. You know, this would be a great card to just kind of add to this deck. Like, unintentionally, it kind of adds to the idea of deletion, and then if nothing was done, you get to draw a card. Not terrible. So yeah, this one would be an alright one to add to the deck. But with that, we have finished looking at the Guilmon deck. Join us next time, we'll look at the Renamon deck. As always, if you guys have any ideas for future videos, leave it in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, hit that like button. If you haven't, please do subscribe. I really do appreciate it. It helps the channel grow. The algorithm loves it. We upload videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And as always, until then, I will see you next time.